SREB powerful mathematics practices include 5 major indicators. This video will focus on one of those indicators: fostering a classroom environment that supports student ownership of learning.
I want one of you to stay at your group. The other one, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You're going to come back, and then your partner's going to go to a different group, and you're also going to converse there, okay? And then I'm going to give you the last 5 minutes to come and kind of put your thoughts together to see if you want to change your answer or add on to what you have, okay?
It is important for students to know more than one way to solve a problem so that they can justify and clarify each one of their solutions. There's always a backup method that they can check to make sure that their solution is correct.
Collaboration among students encompasses sharing of ideas, justifying of approaches, critiquing others' reasoning, and providing others meaningful feedback.
I had several people do something different with this one. These boys have an explanation, 2 different types.
For my method, we figured out the total because 4 times 1 gives you 4, and 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16. For our black, we kind of did a chart, and what we did is it goes up by 2, which is our slope, so that one's going to be 2n. So if you do 2 times 1, it gives you 2, but you have to get to 3, so then you add the 1, and it works for each end. So if you do 2 times 1, it gives you 2, and then there's 3, so then you plus 1, that gives you the black dots.
How many of y'all did it that way? Cherry's way? I heard several of y'all do that. I think you did that summer, okay. I heard several of you do it that way when I was going around. Very good. Okay, Janari?
The other method we have is like, so let me see the paper. So for black and white, the equation for black was 2x plus 1, right? And that's it, right? And we could cover this one right here. And there's 2 right here, right? There's 2 right here. So 2x right here. Cover this one up right here. 2x plus 1 equals 3. This one right here, and I don't really know how to do that one. It's just 2x plus 1, but it gives you 3.
So what he's trying to say is, since it's 2x, it gives you perfect. So there's 1 on each side, it's 2 on each side, 3 on each side, and 4 on each side. And then if you uncover it, that's the plus 1 for the black, so then it'll be 3, and it gives you the corner piece for the plus 1.
Anybody do it that way? That's pretty unique.
I think working with partners is a great thing because going back to it, some people learn differently.
The way Arturo and them did it wasn't what I thought of. I thought of the area, and so that helped me more, but they have a different way of learning it. So to go ahead and find the white first, we did length times width because, again, it's a perfect square. So for the white, we saw that the top of it is 4, and then the side is 3. For the length, it's 1 more than the width. So the width would be n subtract 1, and length would just be n because it is, again, 1 more than the width. I think it has to do with like confidence maybe. Like at the beginning, we're all kind of like, oh, well, I'm not sure how to do this, so I'm just going to plug in numbers. And so over time, we get used to our partner because it's not the same each time, because she wants us to also talk to different people and understand their way of learning and thinking. And so it just helps us more. And over time, we do realize, oh, well, what they said makes sense. So maybe if I try it, it might help me to also learn more and to get better at the subject.
So this would be weaker because there's more sodium.
Okay.
Students are willing to share approaches and thoughts with their peers without fear of being ridiculed.
What could you do to check to see if that's right?
They view the classroom as a safe environment where thinking deeply and trying out new strategies and ideas is valued. Students reflect on their peers' work and act upon each other's feedback.
Hear my voice clap 1 time, hear my voice clap 2 times, and if you didn't finish, that's fine, you will get some more time to As far as students solving problems in different ways, that's something I promote a whole lot. And then I'm also encouraging presenting it in class because I have that safe classroom climate. Risk-taking is one of those key cornerstones in my classroom. It's okay to take a risk. If you fall short, that's fine. It's not a problem. It's safe. Nobody's going to laugh at you or ridicule you. But take a chance. Just like in life, you got to take a chance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a gallery walk. What's going to happen is one person from each group is going to get up and visit another group. Now, as that person walks around to the other group, they're going to ask them questions about why they put certain cards together.
This one. Yeah. It says for every orange there are 2 sodas. So for this one, for this is orange, so there's 2 sodas, and that one's orange, 2 sodas. And just same for this one, there's 2 for each orange.
Oh, wait. Okay, this has 2, this has 2, but this only has 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. She's right. So we gotta change it. You wanna draw it?
How did I think that because I think
and 2 sodas, 1 orange, 2 sodas, 1 orange, but there's
one and there's none.
But that would be half. So see, there's one part that is orange, and there's one part that is soda.
We have to explain this. Sorry.
yeah, but if it
I
was
think
one
he put
orange,
that to because
If
he
you
had
did
half.
one part to 2 sodas, one part to 2 sodas, and one part to 2 sodas, you still got a whole
that's what
orange
I'm
left.
saying. And you don't have enough sodas for this
Yeah,
one.
for the next one.
Yeah, we'll have to tell Ryan that.
Okay.
Each of you will need your own whiteboard and your own marker. It doesn't matter what color.
In a classroom environment that supports student ownership of learning, challenging assignments are provided with an expectation that students will engage in productive struggle. Mathematically proficient students push through and persevere to understand mathematical concepts rather than giving up. They demonstrate the ability to problem solve by applying reasoning to complete complex assignments.
It's all about expectations. And if your students know you're going to hold them accountable, then they're going to rise to that occasion. But if you allow your students to not participate and to sit back and be the one that just says, okay, I'll do the writing, you tell me what to write, then if you allow that to happen as a teacher, then you're responsible for the fact that that child's getting left behind. Your steps are going to be listed here on the board. So if you get distracted, you're not exactly sure, here are your steps. Select a diagram. So together, you're going to select a diagram. Decide whether or not the 2 triangles are similar, not similar, or it cannot be determined. Here are your 3 headings. Similar, not similar, it cannot be determined. Then, explain your reasoning. I want you to write your, write your reasoning for why.
So that means this one's 70?
Yeah, because it says those 2 are similar, or the same.
Alright, so this point.
They would be.
So
They look like the exact same shape.
that'd be 55.
55, yeah.
Right? Because that one's
That one's 70. Yeah. Because it says those 2 are the same.
But they're the same shape, like same size, so
Yeah.
would they be similar still?
I don't know. Well, if they have the same angles, I think they would be similar still, but I don't know.
I don't really know where to start right here.
Okay.
I got 70 because I know this will be supplementary, but would you say that this angle and this angle would be alternate interior?
Okay, so where are your parallel lines? Identify those for me real quick.
This one.
Why don't we highlight those? Highlight those parallel lines for me.
I like going to Miss Edwards and asking her stuff too, but I think it's like good for me to like bounce my ideas off of other people, and like if I'm stuck on something, everybody's not always going to Miss Edwards. You kind of talk to other people about it too. Maybe consecutive?
Look at the yellow sheet of paper.
Because they're on the same, because consecutive is same side interior. I'm gonna put that one.
We'll just
over here. Put that one.
look at that one.
Wait, it's PRS. What?
I think
Oh, PRS. Oh, okay. PRS. Oh, okay, I see now.
You want to get the best out of those students that you possibly can. So if you can get them to answer the deeper questioning, you're keeping their major muscle here, the brain, exercising daily. And there's no limit to where you stop. So continue here. Which of your 3 categories, you might want to go ahead and put your headings up, and that's on the board for you if you need it there.
As emphasis is placed on deeply understanding and implementing the concept of powerful math practices, ask yourself the question: to what extent does the classroom environment foster a sense of student ownership of learning in your classroom, your school, and your district?